Hi, Libra. This is Jeffrey. This is Ripecolor. This is your reading for November 2022. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. I offer private readings. The information is below. They're on sale through November 10th. And I also offer IET, which is a healing modality. Everything on my site is on sale, ripecolor.com. I have beautiful handmade scarves and t-shirts and bags, etc. T-shirts. I'm moving to Mexico, as many of you know, if you're a regular viewer. And yeah, I have an apartment to furnish, So between readings, I go and I sit on my little love seat and I kind of get a little message. I mean, I sometimes I get them here, but I like the little ritual of getting up and going there. It's my exercise, I guess. And I go there and I sit. And I was thinking about something. I don't even know what I was thinking of. And then I heard, set yourself free. Wow. Set yourself free. So I'm not sure exactly what that means. I think it's going to mean different things to different people. But it was very clear. All right. Oh, please become a member. Membership allows you to watch these videos. I mean, everybody could watch these videos, but you could watch them commercial free for a mere $2.99 a month. And it includes a toaster blender. I should have the flashes on. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We start with the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is about stabilizing one's thoughts. It's about sitting still with oneself. Sitting still with oneself and really kind of allowing spirit to give you messages or asking spirit. It's like, what should I do next? What's the next best thing for me to do? Or how can I set myself free? What did Jeffrey mean by that? So, you could set yourself free from an obligation. You could set yourself free from a thought pattern, from, I don't know, a relationship, an idea. Okay. Six of Wands. Six is about perseverance. This is a really, really lovely card. It's a card of victory. So I call it the Hollywood card because so he went to the town next door and he took all their gold. You know how it goes. And he did such a good job. He's put in a position of leadership, right? He's put in a position of leadership, and he's the victor, and he's admired, and he's beloved. Admired and beloved. That's what the energy of this card is. That's why I call it the Hollywood card. And it's also about being seen. So maybe this set yourself free. Maybe you've been a wallflower. Maybe, there's part of you that's sort of like, well, blah, blah. And it's like, no, stand up. Step into your own boots, right? And allow yourself to be the leader. Allow yourself to be seen. Allow yourself to be admired. Allow yourself to be loved. Maybe that's what the set yourself free is about. Because there's an illusion coming to an end. That's interesting. Yeah, the illusion. Well, I don't want to say the illusion of the broken heart, but it's interesting with that card because it's a 3, it's creative. And sometimes our hearts are broken, right? By a situation, by a person, by people. And then, in a way, you're kind of free. It's like I used to spend so much time and effort and energy and emotional involvement with, someone or something that It's kind of broken, kind of maybe was an illusion, and maybe I need to set myself free from it. I don't know, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, because this is interesting, because sometimes this is like a fantasy card. This is like the fairy tale card. So maybe okay. So there's this understanding in this card. It's like the fairy tale card. It's so living happily ever after. It's like unbelievable. There's like the promise fulfilled, the man and the woman and the two perfect children that never do drugs, and the dog, that never barks, and the roof never needs to get fixed. And there's even like a stream that runs through the land that never floods. So maybe that's what you need to set yourself free from. This like, well, I really want a perfect life and the perfect world and the perfect da da da. And it's like maybe that's too limited for you. Maybe that's somebody else's fantasy. Maybe you need to set yourself free from somebody else's fantasy or society's fantasy of the way it should be, right? Maybe you want to live in a really small apartment in the middle of the city and be a hermit. Maybe that's your idea of bliss. Maybe you want to just keep on traveling and not really even have a place to hang your hat. Maybe that's your idea of bliss. I don't know, right? Maybe, you know, going to school at an odd age and becoming an anthropologist. I met somebody who was an anthropologist yesterday. That's so cool. Isn't that cool? Um, Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I don't know. But I feel like there's an energy in this one of illusion, delusion, but there's also an energy of like, choose what it is you want. Choose what it is. Like there's this element of choice in that card of like, why don't you go after what it is you want? You want to be famous, then go after it. You want to be rich, then go after it. You want to be, in a loving relationship, then go after it. Right? You want to have power, go after it. Because it's all here for you. It's all here for you. It's blessed. You're loved and admired. You're loved and admired. I get that. Really, I get you're loved and admired really in all these three cards. You're loved, deeply and completely loved. And maybe you need to set yourself free from not allowing yourself to be loved. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Isis has come up a lot. This is Isis, the revealer of the light, the revealer of the light, the fertile revealer of the light that creates something. The healing is here. This is a very, there's an energy in this card, even though you're seeing it admired and all that. What I'm feeling in this card, and even though there's like the 10, what I'm feeling, because that's how I read, is like there's this energy of allowing yourself to be the leader in your life, of admiring your accomplishments, of allowing yourself to be beloved by yourself, to be healed by yourself, from yourself to yourself kind of energy. It feels really good. It feels really comforting, nurturing. I knew this fucking card. I knew this card was going to come. As I was saying that last thing, I was like, well, this sounds like the Two of Cups, doesn't it? That's what the Two of Cups is. The Two of Cups is such a beautiful, beautiful card. I mean, sometimes this is a relationship, right? Oh, you met someone, they like you, you like them, and it's equal, right? And it's not only that, there's a little bit of that energy of like, yeah, yeah, I like you like that. And they're like, well, I like you like that too. Okay. But I usually read on a different level or a different energy, which is what I'm doing today. But don't be surprised. Um, this is like the mirror. For me, a lot of times, this card is like the mirror. So it's like, I do a lot of work around this. And so it's interesting too. So my old apartment, my living room was my art studio. It was a total art studio, right? So, we could sit at the kitchen table and it was fine. It was lovely. I had a really nice kitchen. And then I slept in a small room and my guest or whoever was, slept in another small room. There was no living room. There was no like, we were always at the kitchen table and it was very comfortable. You could eat, whatever. Like this is even though it's a love seat because it's a small room, I wanted a love seat. It was too much the proportion, I get a little, you know, color, texture, proportion, blah, 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 blah. I haven't had a couch in 15 years, 20 years. And it's like now, like I have a little couch, a little place I could just go sit and relax, right? It's really nice. It's really nice. These chairs, they were cheap, but they're pretty comfortable. I purposely got plastic so they're on the roof. This is about meeting one's own higher, and I can go off on tangents. This is about meeting one's own higher self. And really, it's almost like looking in the mirror and saying, I love you, I cherish you, I admire you, I honor you. I honor you. How can I? And that's really been, and I've been talking about it for months, the whole energy and the whole experience of since the fire through until now is how can I love myself more? How can I love myself? That's been the energy. That's been the energy. And I feel like that's like, this is the trajectory. How can I meet myself and offer myself the love that I have in my heart for myself? And through that, myself, my higher self, offering me the love. And that's where the balance is. That's where the healing is. And that's where you get to fly. And that's what I'm getting from this reading. That's what I'm getting. How can I set myself free to love myself more? Right. So, yeah, I could have got a more expensive couch. I could, but you know what? It's in my budget. It's a pleasant color. It's comfortable, and I have a place to just sit. Like, because this is where I do the readings and where I eat, and like that's the place that I just sit. Maybe I read. Sometimes I look at the computer on that. And sit, relax, and watch a computer. Right. And it's like it was an act of self-love. It was an act of self-love. And every little thing that I buy here, it's like, okay, this serves a purpose, it's beautiful, or it's useful, or it's both. And and I am not gonna overdo. Like I saw a fabulous coffee table, and I really want it, and I'll get it eventually. But it, was like double the rent. Like not a good idea. All right. Blessings to you. I think that's the plumber. I hope so. Bye.